Number 7, Mark. So 2 to go. This one is knowledge. What do you mean by that?
Yeah, so if we're approaching a modernization project to take a legacy system and to try and, change it, evolve it, replace it with something new that maps to the business, it is crucial that all the knowledge that has been put into that system over the last 20, 30 years is extracted and retained. So I see some projects, some modernization projects where a whole new team comes in and says, we'll just build this from scratch, right? And then they will miss rules, they'll miss subtleties into why the user wanted it to work in a certain way. So if we can extract that knowledge from that legacy system, we're in a much better place to be able to improve that solution while still maintaining and keeping the important logic, that was so important when it was put in. However, the challenge with this is you go to any legacy system and ask someone to say, can I see the documentation for this? You'll get one of a number of answers that might start with, well, there's no documentation, I don't think, or it's that one person over there that's all the documentation's in their head, or we did have documentation, but the person maintaining it has left, so we don't know whether it's up to speed. So a huge challenge when looking at modernizing a legacy system, how do you extract out that knowledge on that system and make it available to the new team or the business users to be able to use. When we build a team for any legacy modernization projects, it's really important we have a mix of people knowing the new technologies and skills and the new logic we're going to put in the new innovations, and members of the team who understand the legacy technology stack, and the legacy business. So really important to identify from a business perspective, who are those SMEs who know the current system and know where you want to go in the future. How can you extract out their knowledge? They have probably got things documented, but it might be in Word documents, it might be in wikis, it might be just in their policies, but let's extract that out. Let's put that into, kind of documentation for the new system. You'll then have technology staff, you'll have expert developers, you'll have them. They may have documented some of the solution, they may not have. They may say there is documentation, but we don't trust it. Let's get that abstracted out. Let's get it into a set of business rules, a set of tests for the new system. We spend quite a lot of time constantly trying to automate the extraction of knowledge from systems and from documentation, and actually some of the new sort of AI tools that we're looking at now really help with that, to get the semantics of what things are meaning. There'll be information in comments in code, the way the code is structured. There'll be specifications, there'll be wikis. We have support run books in a lot of our systems that become really important. There's this disparate sort of knowledge base spread across everything. Really important to us to extract out the value from that and to try and define that into something that is a blueprint for the new system, right? So, put a bit of effort into trying to get that knowledge. Don't take there is no documentation as an answer. There must be something. If you have a support call, where would you go to understand, how that should work? Very often people say there's no documentation, but then there'll be a set of test scripts that describe how the system works, so you can look at that. Or they would say, well, I'd go into GitHub and I'd look at the comments on the code. Great, there's where the knowledge is, right? So extract as much of that out as possible, get it as a blueprint for the new system, for the rules and the logic in the new system.
No, that makes sense. The Columbo phase.